Welcome back. In this video we'll be talking on block. Yes, block. So a block is a collection of objects and objects that are made of draw tools, the lines, circle and the likes, that form a more complex entity that normally represents an object in a real world. For instance, like a chair, a door, computer, it could be any type of furniture and like. So we use the block to actually reduce the size of our drawing, and again we can reuse them over and over again. So the block can also contain a non-graphical information, which could be which are text objects that we can call some of the attributes, because we also have block and attributes. And we can also add an hyperlink to our block, of which we can hyperlink a website to it, whereby we can get to know more about the information of whatsoever we try to represent on a website, or to a file. So we make use of block in drawings just to do us what I've explained to, and most importantly, so that we won't keep drawing what we know we always use most of the time over and over again. So for instance, if I have a drawing, if I'm someone that actually develop a beauty plan, right, of which I need a chair most of the time, a particular type of chair, I want to use it over and over again. So I can convert it to a block and not just keep drawing them over and over again, right? So for instance, I have this. So these are single entity. You can see I can move this away. So they are single, right? Single. So what right now I want to convert it to a block. So I want to assume that this is a representation of a particular rectangle chair. So to do that, now everything about block you can actually do it here. So when you click on insert, so I actually do not have any current block here. So then I have my create block, I have my block editor. So if I should just type block as well, then I have this that comes up, a block definition, of which it is here as well. This is it here. So currently I do not have any block in the drawing, so I want to create a new block. And to do this, I can just name it Skillshare rectangular block. Right now, base points, where do I want to pick it from? If I know the coordinate, I can specify it, but I want to pick it, right? I don't want to specify on screen, I want to pick it. So I want this point to be my base point. Then it hasn't recognized any object yet, so I'll have to pick that. Oh, I want to pick my object now. And what do I want to do to that object? Do I want to retain or convert to block or delete? So I want to retain I want to convert the object to a block, right? So I'll click my selection, then I'll select and enter. So now it's showing me that I'll have selected an object that I want to convert to a block, and the behavior I want to make it annotative, right? Then by the time I'm done, can change then hyperlink is whenever you want to connect it to a website, you want to hyperlink to a web page, that by the time you click on it, it will reference the page or a recent file on your device. You can also hyperlink it to a different file, so you can check through this later, but I don't want to do that right now. I'll click cancel. But that is how to go about it. Whenever you hyperlink it, it will show it will display a symbol that has been hyperlinked, and by the time you hold down your control and click on it, control shift and click on it, then it will go to the file or the website that you've hyperlinked the objects to, the block to. You can give it a description if you want. Then by the time you're done, then now click on OK. Now this is telling us that this block, this is now a block. You can see it now. We now have it as a single entity. So and you see that, so it's telling us that, oh, this is now a block. Then I can move it just from the base point to anywhere. So if I come to my insert, I have it here that, oh, this is a block that I have here, right? Then I can specify my ratio. Because this is annotative, so it's telling me that you are creating an annotative object. Set the annotative scale of which the annotation is intended to display, so you can set your scale, right? But if I can pick that, it should be 1:1, the exact. Now let's quickly look at this. So I'm going to copy this, right? And I want to explode this to make it normal. I want to take it away from block. Now I want to create a new block, something new, to explain the annotative. So let me have something like this, right? Now go back to my block, create block, say share block 2, right? So I want to pick this, then at this point, then now I want to select my objects, enter. So this time around, I don't want it to be annotative. I don't want it to be annotative, so I just want it to scale uniformly and allow exploding. So by the time I'm done, I'll click on OK. So can you see the difference? Immediately it reduces this scale, right? So that is, and it's not giving me the symbol that it is annotative, but this, if I click on it, it's giving me the symbol, that the annotative symbol, like a star on my cursor. So now me having this, I will be able to scale this, it. So if I come to insert and I pick this, so it allows me to specify my point of insertion, right? So that is the difference on that. Now one thing about all this is, by the time I create a new drawing, for instance, if I create a new drawing, and on this new drawing I try to bring up my insert, I can't see insert, right? Because I didn't save my block. So I have to save my block for future use, because this block that I've created here, they can only be applicable to this drawing, to whatsoever I'm drawing on this drawing. But if I should close it and move to another drawing, I won't have access to it again because I didn't save it. So that is where what we call write block comes in. Write block. So if I click that, then I have this. So from here as well, you can actually still create your block from here and save it directly here, right? So if I'll go back to my write block, then what do I want to do? I have a block, so I'll bring out the block. I want this, right? This block. Then I can convert. So where do I want to save it to? Ask me, where do I want to save this block to, so I can come and say, okay, I want my destination to change this time around. So I can pick that I want it on my document space, and I'll click on save. Then to change, then I'll click on OK. So it has been saved, right? So if I go to another document and I come to insert, right, so I can click on recent block and so as I click on recent block, then coming down, you can see it's scale share, the one we created. You can see it displayed. So this is it. so I can bring it out. Right, so I can do this, and let us, then I have it here. Right, now let's look at block from library. Then I have it here as well, and I can actually pick it from this place and bring it out. So that is how we can always have our block, because I've saved it, so I can have it in various drawing. Now there's something else that you can get to take our static block, because I call this static block. So if I should go to what is called design center, I can have my, now before that I can make an edit into this block. I can edit it. So if to do that, I have what is called block editor, right? So I can edit it as the block editor, or I light on it and click on edit in place. So edit in place, I'll be able to edit this block here in place here. So you can see it has now broken it down to single entity, so I can edit it in place here. Right, so by the time I'm done, I'll come down here and I'll click on save changes, and I have made the change to it right now. Then block editor, this is it here, and when you right click, you also have the block editor. So I click on block editor. Yes, this is the one I want to change. Then it comes to this place where I can actually work on it to convert my block to dynamic block. So in something like this, I can just give it a parameter and place action on it. So for instance, if I pick the flip, so I can, so okay, I want to be able to flip my object and say okay, for apply my flip here, then I can put it parameter here, right? Then I'll go to action, pick the flip action, select my parameter, right? Select the parameter and ask me to select the objects. Then I'll select the object. Now click enter. Right, so I have it, the flip here. So I can text the block. I come here to text the block. So I'll click on it. Then when I click on it, you can see it has flipped to the other side. Flip to this other side. So this is where I get to change my block to dynamic. So by the time I'm done with the text, I please close text. Then oh, I didn't save that. I didn't save that. Oops. So I'll go back to my text editor. Now let's do it another way around. So back to parameter, click on my flip. Now I want it this way. Put it here. So I'll come to my action, click here, and then select the object, enter. Nice. So test. If I click here, you see that. Then by the time I'm done, you can close text block. Yes, close text block. So then I'll click on close block editor. So yes, I want to make a change to it. Click yes. So now if I come down here, you can see it here. So I can flip my block here, right? So that is how that work. So now design center, I can just type design center, hit enter, right? So it take me to my program file and bring out some other block that I can use. So here you can see we have dynamic, we have, but taking to design center right now. So I can, on my design center I have various types. So if I pick kitchen, let's look for kitchen. So this is kitchen. So under kitchen, I can pick my block, then I can pick various block I want to use. So if I pick something like refrigerator, right, can insert the block and click OK. So I have a refrigerator here. So you can see that you can pick kitchen and you can paste it. You can see I brought it out with two different ways, insert and paste. You see that? So that is how block the design center work. I had HVAC, see different type for HVAC block, then I have condenser and light. So whatsoever you need, we have for they're actually, or the fastener in metric and also in imperial system. So you see that, copy it and I'll come and paste. So this is it here, right? So now this is how it work, right? Then I have my, to view more of my dynamic block, then I can go to what we call the two palettes. So, and two palettes can be found under view, under the view tab. So if I click on two palettes, then I have all this. So here we have both for imperial and for metric. So this is for imperial sample and this lower is for metric. So if I bring out a door, now you can see that whenever you are doing an architectural drawing, you don't have to actually keep drawing a door or window or whatsoever. Just play around it for you to get familiar with what you have in your block, that you need not to start shopping yourself to play around it again. So if I click on this, I can flip it. You can see that, right? And I can use this to control how I want it to look like. And if I click here, then I have various options that are here. So I can open, this is currently open in 30 degrees. So if I open it to 45 degrees, we have it changed to 45, 60 degree, see 90 degree. You see that 45. And what if I have it closed? So I have it this, right? Same thing if I come to civil, also has its own electrical, mechanical. So if I pick out this, now me clicking on this, I have access to various size of this, various size of it. So same thing for architectural as well, same thing for civil, electrical and light. So you just play around them to actually know what you have. See, all right, top and so on. So you can just play around them. So basically this is all you need to know about block. All you need to know about block. I hope this video will help you a long way. Yes, I hope it does. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.